stop you. You want to apologize? Apologize! And go! Just for once, speak like a normal fucking person.
Not a normal person, Judas. And I'm not here to apologize. I am who I am, and not what you demand me to be. I will always be who I am and what I am, and when have you ever heard me deliver my message any differently, Judas? When?
Just go away!
I won't go away.
Well, that'd be a first.
I have never gone away, Judas. Look at me. I love you, Judas. All I want is to be not just near you, but with you.
Should have thought of that before.
Before what?
Just get the fuck out of here, okay?
Judas?
Don't fucking shoot at me! You're not wanted here, okay? Mr. fucking above it all.
Not above it all. I'm right here in it, don't you see that?
And don't you get that I don't fucking care.
You think your suffering is a one-way street? It's not! It's the exact opposite of not!
You got a lot of fucking nerve.
And you've got no nerve at all. Where's your heart in all this, Judas? You think you were with me for any other reason than that? It was your heart, Judas. You were all heart. You were my heart. Don't you know that?
I'll tell you what I know. I watched you trip over your own dusty feet to heal the sick, the blind, the lame, the unclean. Any two-bit stranger stubbed his fucking toe. When some lowly distant relative, too cheap to buy enough wine for his own fucking wedding, suddenly runs out of booze, no problem. You just presto changeo. And it was Miller time in old Canada again, wasn't it, bro? But when I needed you, where the fuck were you, huh?
Judas.
You forgave Peter and bullshit Thomas. You knocked Paul of Tarsus off a horse. You raised Lazarus from the fucking dead. But me, your heart. What about me? What about me, Jesus? Huh? I made a mistake. If that was wrong, then you should have told me. And if a broken heart wasn't sufficient reason to hang, then you should have told me that too.
Don't you think that if I knew that it would have changed your mind, that I would have?
All I know is that you broke me unfixable. And now I'm here. And you want to know when you delivered your message differently to Jesus? At the temple. That's where. And you were beautiful there. You walked out of there 3 inches taller. And we all saw it. I love you. That's all I did. And now I'm here!
Judas, what if I were to tell you that you are not here, but you are with me in my kingdom even now, and that you have been there since the morning of my ascension, and that you have never left?
That's what I think about you.
I love you, Judas. I love you.
Just go away.
Don't you see me here, Judas?
I see a lot of things.
You see a lot of things.
That's right.
How about him? Do you see him? Do you know him? Call up to him. Touch him. He is not real because he does not exist, Judas. Rather, they must conjure him until he is but a vapor blown away by a hummingbird's breath. He is false. He is a lie. He is not real. Touch him. Go ahead.
I don't want to touch him.
Stand up.
No, I can't do that!
What I know is that you can.
Get the fuck over yourself.
Feed my lambs, Judas. Will you take care of my little sheep? Will you feed my lambs, Judas?
Feed your lambs?
You know exactly what I'm asking you.
Go away.
If you don't love then you're going to have to look me in my eyes and say it.
I don't love you.
You don't love me. Then why are you here?
No!
Judas! Judas! Don't you know what would happen the very instant you got down on your knees?
Why on my knees? They should have buried me standing up. I've been on my knees my whole fucking life. You left me.
I'm right here.
I would have never believed that you could have left me.
I never left you.
That you didn't love me.
Jesus loves you.
Why didn't you make me good enough? So that you could have loved me.
Please. Take my hand, Judas. Please.
Where are they?
Right here.
I can't see them.
They're right here.
Where are you going?
I'm right here.
Don't leave me!
I'm here.
I can't hurt!
I love you.
I can't!
Please stay.
I can't hurt.
Please love me, Judas.
I can't. Mr. Iscariot? Mr. Iscariot? I don't know if you can hear me, but I wanted to introduce myself. My name's Butch Honeywell, and I was the foreman of your jury today. We found you guilty, Mr. Iscariot. I'm really sorry about that. I brought you a 12-pack of beer. Actually, I guess it's a 5-pack now, but I don't know if you drink beer, but it's good stuff. Okay then. I really miss my wife, Mr. Iscariot. Is it okay if I tell you that? I remember the first time I seen my wife. I was at a party at Jimmy Rayburn's house. Jimmy's mama worked until midnight, so he had the place to himself. And you know, we were all just talking, smoking cigarettes on the deck away from the party. And all of a sudden I see this girl. She had just arrived, I guess. All I remember seeing was blonde hair, a red jacket, and a smile that, you know, even from a distance was kind of electrifying to the heart, you know? And she was so beautiful that I remember thinking to myself, and this is exactly word for word what I thought. I ain't even gonna bother talking to this girl. So I tried to go, but then Jimmy hands me a beer, and then they start passing around a bottle of Rebel Yell, and after bong hits and whatnot. And anyway, I was sitting on the couch when this girl, my future wife, she comes up to me and she says, "I saw you in that play the other night. It made me cry." I just played Tom in the Glass Menagerie. It was the first time I ever acted, and everybody said it was real good. And 2 days later, we went out on a date. 3 years into our marriage, I got a job teaching at a state college. I was real popular with the kids because I found a way to make them want to learn. So one night at the end of the semester, they invited me out for beers. I
assignation on his co-ed. Young lady named Lucy. And I went home to my wife that night, drunk as a skunk, and before I passed out, I remember looking at her. I used to have a little nickname for her whenever she slept. I called her my baby dinosaur. Because that's what she looked like when she slept, like a little brontosaurus. Cute. I woke up the next morning and what I'd done the night before had come back to me, and I looked at her and she looked the exact same as she always did. But she just wasn't my little dinosaur anymore, you know? And she woke up and she didn't know nothing about nothing. It was the same as if the night before it never even happened. Except it wasn't the same. I knew it. Nothing was ever the same after that morning, Mr. Iscariot. I tried a lot of things to make it better. But the only things that ever did was more beer and more women. Do you know who W.H. Auden is, Mr. Iscariot? W.H. Auden was a poet that once said, God may reduce you to tears of shame, reciting by heart